Bride and groom decide to get married. COVID comes.
Yeah.
Okay. Messes up the wedding a couple times. They got to push it back. Oh, we're social distancing. Can't get together. No celebrations. Venue cancels. Whatever. They cancel a couple times. Couple years later, actually just recently, wedding is on. It's on like Donkey Kong, right?
Gosh, years.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they probably live together. This ain't like the LDS culture where it's like,
I know, but it's like you already had everything planned, and then that just
they had
anyways.
to redo it anyway. So wedding's back on.
Okay.
They invite 75 people digitally. They invite 25 people, and when they show up to their own wedding, guess how many people are there?
75.
5.
5 people.
5 people showed up. What would I give to be one of the waiters in that room? Because I don't think I could handle that situation very well. I'm not going to lie to you. I would be giggling.
I mean, you can't really blame the guests because their guests are probably like, I don't know, this is probably going to get canceled. But
apparently she had been calling, hey, do you got your outfit? And, and following up. All it is, for me, I'm looking at the situation and it looks like they just don't know who their people are.
that is always the worst. I have said so many times that like having babies or getting married or having like a tragedy in your life, those are all moments where you really realize who your people are. Now, aside from the fact that, you know, some people utilize tragedy to become the center of attention, right? But the people that show up during those times are your people.
Yep.
And nobody else matters. Like I don't know. I've had friends in my life that I thought were my best friends. And then when I've done some of the most important things in my life, they just were nowhere to be found. And it just says a lot about how much you mean to them. And so that sucks, but also very eye-opening.
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened. They were like, oh, snap, we invited 100 people. We made 25 very special invitations. I don't know what that means. But they got there. 5 people showed up. They made the best of it is what they said. And the bride was like, yeah, I haven't even gotten excuses from people, which I'm fine with. I'm just cutting everybody out, which is the right decision.
I'm a cutter.
You should have been cut them. Like they done cut themselves.
I'm a cutter, and sometimes preemptively. I would say.
Oh, you're aggressive.
I'm aggressive. I'm really stingy with my energy. I don't have a lot to offer people. I have a really small social battery. I'm a deep, deep, deep lover. I love very deeply and I care about people a lot. But because of that, I don't have a lot to give. And so if you're taking more from me than you're giving and I'm giving you everything I've got, cut.
Yeah. I'm the exact opposite. I don't let nobody get close. Like nobody's really, really close. And then at the same time, because everybody's at a distance, I don't really mind keeping them there. If I do end up cutting you, though, you messed up.
Yeah, Bedford.
And so that's it. That's all. If I do end up deciding like we're done, like you literally don't exist on this earth to me.
But I think it's a little bit different. Because for women, you can kind of just slowly distance your relationship, and that's kind of how things go. Is I'm kind of just like, nah, like I don't know. You just don't invest as much time. But I feel like in your situation, we've only had maybe one time in our friendship. Yeah, but in the time we've been together, where it's been like, no, we absolutely are not friends. We're not speaking anymore.
One time to Jay Paulo. He's one of them.
So,
I probably shouldn't have said his name. I'll bleep that out. Or not. I don't care. He ain't going to see it.
Yeah, probably not. But anyway, so I just think like that sucks, you know, just to put so much time and effort and probably money into making sure that you have enough food and you have all of these things. But what an experience to really figure out who your people are. Yeah. So
that's the half glass full way to look at it. Like, ooh, I know who my homies are. They're these 5 people right here. These are my guys.
Here, the people that showed up. Right.
And imagine being on that list if you didn't want to be on that list.
Oh, yeah.
Like I could see myself being drugged to a wedding. Like, yeah, hey, we got to go. I'm like, I'm not trying to go. And now all of a sudden now I'm the groom's best friend because nobody else showed up. I'd be furious.
You would be.
Oh, I'd be like,
not like that.
This is not good, Chelsea. I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You would not like that.